Hi, and welcome to Health 4910, Population Health Capstone. I am Tiffany Vickers. I am the faculty member for this class. I am looking forward to getting to know all of you. The capstone course is a really exciting course because this is one of your final semesters in our program. And you are excited to graduate, I'm sure. We're excited to see you graduate and get out there and get the job that you had hoped you would get when you graduate. So capstone is one of those courses that's going to help you accomplish that. In this course, you're going to do a lot of different things. You're going to prepare all of your professional documents. That includes a resume, your cover letter, and will help you get your LinkedIn profile updated. It will be really important that you have all three of those things locked down at the time you graduate. The other thing that you'll have the opportunity to do is to complete a capstone project. You can complete that project with Dr. Robert Kagabo. You can go to Uganda on one of his studies trips. Dr. Mary Brown also has a study trip coming up in the spring, and she will be taking a group of 4 students to Capitol Reef to do some public health work. They will engage in a public health fair. You'll get to do some hiking, and you'll be able to help people who live in and around the Capitol Reef area doing basically health education work. So those are 2 really great options for capstone projects that are going to be taking place this semester. So if that's something that you're interested in, please stay in touch with me so that I can help connect you to one of those 2 people, okay? There are other opportunities for projects. I have projects with the Women's Resource Center on campus, Booth Wellness. So there are several opportunities that we can connect you with. So you've got your professional documents, you're going to get to do a project that I've just outlined. And in addition to all of that, you're going to take a national certification exam. The beauty of this exam is it's going to tell us how well you've done over the course of the 4 years that you've been in the program, or 2 years, depending on which program you're in. So that's pretty exciting, and we'll get into that. But with that, now I want to jump into our syllabus. So the syllabus is a really great way for you to know and understand what this course is about. So when you come into the modules section, you'll see the welcome. All of my contact information is listed here under instructor introduction. Best way to get a hold of me is through email. If you want to speak in person, just shoot me an email and we can schedule a time to meet. I'll also be putting up a scheduling link, because during the capstone, I like to meet with students once a month just to make sure that everything is going okay. It's a little different when you're in a capstone and an internship class, because I don't have the same level of interaction with the students because you're out doing projects and other things. And so it's a little bit, it's a little more challenging to stay connected. So I like to meet once a month just for you to check in, ask me any questions that you have, for me to give you any guidance around the project. If you're running into some challenges with the capstone project, I am a great resource. Be happy to give you some feedback or advice if you need. And so that's what that hour-long meeting is each month. I would like for you to set the agenda for that hour-long meeting. Come with a list of questions. You can, maybe you've read something and you want to talk about an article with me. Maybe you've seen something during your capstone project that you're curious about or you didn't quite understand and you'd like someone to explain more about it. Could be anything, but you set the agenda and we can spend 30 minutes talking about whatever you want. We can spend 5 minutes. It just depends on the agenda you've set. Okay. A little bit of information about me. And then let's go to the next page. And then here we have the meet your classmates discussion. I like this discussion because it's the first opportunity for all of us to get to know each other. So when you come in to do this post, tell us who you are, what you're doing, maybe what you're majoring in, maybe you have hobbies you want to talk to us about. Whatever it is you'd like to share with us, whatever you're most comfortable with, go ahead and post that. This discussion is worth 15 points. And I typically ask, like 1 or 3 images. You could even do like a video if you wanted to go along with this. And that, as long as you do all this and respond to 2 people, you get full credit for the discussion. Grading though. So all of your discussions are going to be 20% of your grade. My grading policies. So let's get into that. So discussions are typically worth 15 points. It is your responsibility to let me know if you are not going to complete an assignment, and you need to let me know before the due date. As long as you do that, you have a 1-day grace period where you can submit an assignment without any penalties 1 day late. If you need to submit the assignment 2 days late, then I'll deduct 5 points plus any deductions in the assignment for, incorrectness. And then if you're 3 days late, it's a 7-point deduction. And the 5 and the 7-point deduction. So like here if you're 2 days late or 3 days late, as long as you've notified me ahead of time that the assignment would be late. Okay. And then if you're 4 or more days late, there is no credit that is issued. Okay. So be sure you get your stuff in on time if you can, please. All right. The next thing I want to talk about with you is the final capstone project. So I want you to come into the course and look through everything. You're going to have to go through these modules and really manage your time, because not only are you doing this coursework, but you're also going to be working on a project that is in addition to all of this. So be sure to manage your time. And if you want some help with that, let me know. But let's get into the final. Where's the final things here? All right, here we go. Final capstone project. Here we go. So your capstone project is could be anything. For some people, they do case studies. I had people who were working at Booth Wellness last year. We had a student who was working, we have several students who were working with the Rural Health Association of Utah. So much will depend on the project that you land. But once you've landed a project, you're going to be given a capstone packet, basically. Everything you need in order to complete this project is included in the packet. So let's go through these one at a time. You're going to be assigned to a capstone project. You will be primarily responsible for it. In your capstone packet, you will receive a capstone reflection log. The reflection log is for you to keep track of everything that you're working on, thoughts, impressions, date, amount of time spent on it, purpose for doing the project, things like that would go in your reflection log. And you just keep track in your reflection log every time you do something that's involving your capstone project. You'll do that, you'll get going. And once you hit the midpoint of the semester, you're going to ask your preceptor to complete a midpoint evaluation on you. They're going to give you feedback about how you're doing in the capstone. Are you accomplishing things in the way that they would want you to? Are you communicating? Are you engaged? Are you showing up on time? Are you doing what you say you will when you say you will? Things like that. So that's the kind of feedback you'll get on this midpoint evaluation from the person that you are working with in your capstone project. Then at the end of this semester, you'll take everything that you've done in your capstone project and you'll complete a final capstone report. And what I want in this report is a 3 to 5 page paper in APA format that will be accompanied by 5 PowerPoint slides or 5 slides of your choice, whether that's in Prezi, PowerPoint, whatever you decide, but you've got 5 slides to work with. I want a cover slide that tells me your name, where you were a capstone student, what your project title was, or what you were doing for your project. Then I want 3 slides that give me the high-level overview of everything that you've done in the capstone. And you should pull that from the 3 to 5 page report. This 3 to 5 page report is all the nuts and bolts. I want to know everything you did in this paper. And then in this slide deck, I want you to take all of the really high-level, heavy impact items and put them on these 3 slides to give me the overview. And then the final slide in the deck will be your reference slide. This should also be formatted to APA standards. Once you have all of this collected, you're going to put it all together in one PDF binder. That's going to include your reflection log, any reports, graphs, anything that you were responsible for creating during the capstone. And then you'll combine all of that along with a final self-evaluation. This is an evaluation you do of yourself and how well you did in the capstone. And then you will ask your preceptor or the person helping you with your capstone to complete a final evaluation of the work that you did. And then finally, you'll take your paper and all of these things, you'll upload it into Canvas, and then you will sign up for a day and time to present your work to me via Zoom. So everything that you did, and that's when you present me with your 5-slide deck, you'll go through it all and you'll make the presentation. So that's the capstone project. The other thing I want to talk with you about is this national exam that I just mentioned. So let's go through modules here. I want to do this, scroll here, because there is also an instructional page here. So when you get to 4.2, you will have this instructional page. If you click on this link, it will take you to a study guide. It's redirecting you here. Read this entire document. It's very important. This will help you prepare for this exam. I will take the results of this exam. Everybody is required to take this exam, and it does cost $40. So you need to be prepared for that, but you must take this exam. The reason for that is this helps us to determine if you're meeting, if you are attaining the competencies that we believe that you are as you complete this program. So read through this and then take a look at all of the practice questions. They give you example questions that you can read through and respond to here so that you can start practicing and preparing for the exam. Now, as you go through this, as you go through each of these domains, so this domain is communication and relationship management. If you get going and you start trying to answer these questions and you see that you're getting the answer wrong, this is an area where you need to study. And so in the leadership classes that you've taken, in your health communication class, you may have old assignments or old textbooks that you can review so that you can sort of beef up and be ready to take this exam at the end of the semester, okay? Now, here in the next page, you will see the actual exam itself. So once you get in here, you'll click on this. It will redirect you to Peregrine's website. You'll go ahead, you'll log in, you'll fill out all of this information. You'll click on the I agree, and then you'll complete the registration, and then it will redirect you to the exam. This exam is due by the time you complete this semester. Okay, so let's just double check that due date really quick. And your due date on this will be April 15th. That doesn't seem right. I will check those due dates. The semester ends on the 9th, so that doesn't work. All right, so that is all I want to show you with that. The next thing I want to show you is the announcements section. I use announcements a lot, and this is how I will stay in touch with you. So as you can see, I left all of the announcements from last semester here so you could see this. So I was texting, or not texting, I was posting announcements a lot. But the reason for that is it's information that you'll need. Like here, I posted a job announcement for a capstone or an internship project. Here, I posted all the information that the students would need for the Peregrine exam. So pay very close attention to the announcements and the emails that come out of our course. If you haven't already, set your Canvas notifications to notify you every time an announcement and an email is posted. That way you won't miss anything. Okay, so those are the things that I think will be most important to you. Please read the syllabus, take a look at that national exam, start, if you need to, start preparing financially for that $40 to take that exam. And otherwise, I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Thank you.